here's a good look at Dominique Genet. Dominique Genet, the Frenchman, ranked 7th in the world, was 3rd in the world back in April, turned 45 in November, and he's going for his first individual medal of 2013. Finished 33rd in Shanghai, 17th in Antalya, 5th at Medellin, and 4th at Wrocław. Just did lose out the bronze medal to Alexander Dambayev, but along the way in Wrocław, he defeated Braden Gelantine and also knocked off this man, Reo Wilde. Reo Wilde, #1 in the world, 2nd in the World Cup standings, making his 4th World Cup final appearance. Reo winning the bronze medal in Shanghai to go along with the team gold. Then he was 5th in Antalya. First time he hadn't been in a medal match in many, many moons. Came back strong in Medellin, won the gold medal there, and then finished 6th in Wrocław to secure his spot here in Paris at the World Cup Finals. So #1, Reo Wilde of the United States, Pocatello, Idaho, taking on the hometown favorite, Dominique Genet, the 7th ranked archer in the world, and this is their 7th meeting. They've had some great matches, as we said, Mel. In Poland, it was Genet upsetting Reo by 2 in the quarterfinals, so Reo looking for a little bit of payback.
Yeah, Reo's been really waiting for this match here, and these are 2 great archers, so I can't wait to see what happens.
2 great competitors.
Yeah.
So Reo Wilde against Dominique Genet. And Reo to shoot first. Lots of friends and family back home staying up late into the night. It's 4:14 in the morning back in Pocatello, Idaho, as Reo starts off not quite the way he'd hoped. Meanwhile, Dominique Genet drills one.
Ten, 9, 8, 7.
9.
Better effort on that shot for Reo as he starts to get dialed in. Dominique Genet dialed in right from the get-go. And a bullseye for Reo Wilde. So an 8, a 9, and a 10. Got better as each shot progressed.
Yeah, it took him a little bit to get dialed in.
10-10-10. Or as they say en France, 10-10-10. 10s across the board. And no matter what Reo Wilde did with that final shot, he was going to be trailing. He had the 10, he had the 9, he had the 8. He's down by 3 as Dominique Genet establishes himself in this first end and leads at 30-27. 27 points for Reo Wilde, who won the silver medal last year at the World Cup Final in Tokyo, where he lost in the final match against Braden Gelantine, his teammate of the United States. We'll see Braden Gelantine coming up in just a little bit. Reo also winning a silver medal at the 2011 World Cup Final in Istanbul, where he lost to Roger Willett Jr. Right now, he's just concerned about getting to that gold medal match.
Yeah, he needs to just bear down a little bit and do some work, and he's going to be fine.
Janae and Wilde have met 6 times in World Cup events. Reo Wilde leading in the victory count 4-2. But as we said, their last encounter went to Dominique Genet, who won that match in the quarterfinals in Wrocław, 149-147. So Reo trailing by 3.
10, 9.
Digging himself
8.
a bit of a hole after that first end, but starting to dig his way out of it. How much tougher is it, Mel? And I was going to ask the question. I guess he answered it right there. How tough is it when you've got that lead?
Yeah, he's on his game right now, so I don't think he's going to miss very much.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Just outside the 10 ring. So Reo Wilde could fall behind even further if Dominique Genet continues his string of 10s, and he does. Janae inspired here at the start of this quarterfinal match.
9.
And just outside the 10 ring again. Just barely missing.
Water.
In a game of 10s, Dominique Genet has been flawless so far. But everybody's human, and that's an 8. And that's a break for Reo Wilde. So Janae, I believe, with 58 points, and Reo Wilde with 55. So there's the score. 58-55 is the score, so it remains a 3-point advantage. And really, I think Reo Wilde got a bit of a break right there.
Yeah, he did, and it looks like he's adjusting his release just a little bit. It's taking him a lot longer on his shot, so we'll see what happens on the next end.
By the way, I want to tip our cap to the official sponsors of World Cup Archery: Kia Motors, Sport Toto, Fila, Turkish Airlines, T4's Events, and Longines. The Longines prize for precision up for grabs this year in compound archery. So Dominique Genet dominating early on in the first 6 arrows, but still 9 arrows left to shoot. And Reo Wilde on target number 2 will shoot first, trailing by 3, trying to start a comeback.
9.
And it's just a little bit high and outside. So the frustration continues for Reo Wilde. And Dominique Genet back inside the center ring after firing an 8 on his final shot of the second end.
Ten, 9, 8, 7.
More
6,
than a little pressure
5.
right now on Reo Wilde. And Reo responds. Comes up with a 10. On the line. It'll count as a 10. And again, Reo Wilde
10,
must respond.
9, 8.
And he does. Bullseye for Reo Wilde. Had to have that shot, and he got it. So here is Janae, who finished 7th in Tokyo last year at the 2012 World Cup Final, and there he is with another 10. And so Janae now has 88 points up on the board and builds on his lead. So 88 points for Dominique Genet, and there you see the 10s across the board. 10, 10, 10. And Dominique Genet, obviously inspired by the crowd here in Paris, which is growing as the morning goes on. 84 points right now for Reo Wilde, who's in a bit of a pickle, as we like to say in Pocatello.
Yeah, he's dug himself a hole, and Janae's shooting really well, so.
Reo with the release. Dominique Genet, great form as well. So perhaps an upset in the making right now, as the 7th ranked archer in men's compound has a 4-point lead on the number 1 archer in men's compound, Reo Wilde of the United States. This the 7th meeting between the two men in head-to-head competition. Down the middle, Reo Wilde, bullseye. And Genet with another 10. does not appear to be inclined to let Reo Wilde back into this match. But all Reo can do right now is take care of his own business. By that time, it's a 9. And Janae obliges by shooting a 9 as well. So the lead stays at 4. Reo back in the center ring with another 10. So a pair of bullseyes and a 9 in that end. And if you're a Reo Wilde fan, you have to hope for a break right here from Dominique Genet. And Dominique Genet with another 10. So 117 points on the board right now for Dominique Genet. So Dominique Genet right now with what appears to still be a 4-point lead, 117 to 113. 117 points for the Frenchman, who was a gold medalist at stage 3 in Antalya back in 2009.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause for all of the volunteers that make this event possible. Without them...
And Dominique Genet, who defeated Reo Wilde by just 2 points in the quarterfinals a month ago in Poland, is on the verge of upsetting Reo Wilde once again here in the quarterfinals of the men's compound matches at the World Cup Final in Paris.
Final end coming up.
Reo, of course, did win the first World Cup Final in 2006. That was in Mexico. And trying to win again. But it's only gotten much more difficult over the last 7 years.
10, 9, 8.
Carl Archery along with Mel Nichols, one of America's top coaches, as we take in the competition here, and another 10. And this crowd really in Dominique Genet's corner. And with 2 arrows to go, Reo Wilde drills another bullseye, but it may be too little too late. Genet giving back a point. So 3 points separating unofficially these 2 archers with 1 arrow left to go.
10, 9, 8.
Tom Nauman counting it down, and it's a 9 on Reo's last shot, it would appear, of this quarterfinal match. Has to be a frustrating feeling for Reo right now as he sits back and watches a 9 from Dominique Genet. But that should be enough to do it. It's all over. And Dominique Genet, the Frenchman,
Ladies and gentlemen, your first winner for the men's quarterfinal, Dominique.
So there you go, Dominique Genet advancing to the semifinals as he upsets Reo Wilde in the quarterfinals. Reo with 142 points.